Hello there and welcome. I'm Bob Proctor. You've probably seen me on that movie, The Secret. At least a couple of 100 million people have. Do you know, I've been in this business, in the personal growth business now, for 42 years. I've studied it for almost 50 years. Every now and then you come across someone that, just like that, they seem to pick up this information and learn how to share it and do an excellent job. Gene Valaitis is that kind of a guy.
You know, it's really interesting. You can go all the way from kindergarten to Harvard Business School. Two things they never teach you. A, how to make a decision, and B, how to make money. Talk to a graduate of the Harvard Business School and say, did they ever have a course entitled How to Make Money? They don't. These guys will say, well, according to our business model, according to our spreadsheet. No, but did they teach you how to make money and make a decision? No, actually they didn't. So we'll talk about making a decision here in just a second. Now, for some of you, even if you've been successful in other fields and you're joining us in this industry because this is brand new, it means you're going to have to stretch a bit and you're going to have to grow. But please notice that I said grow, I did not say change. That's the really, really interesting thing. You know, you see, everything around us is changing. I mean, it really is. And you're either on the train or you're not, but everything is changing. Yeah. I've got this little telephone right here, and as you know, Carla and I lived in Hong Kong. I have a friend of mine in Hong Kong. I have it on vibrate right now. A guy in Hong Kong, where it's the middle of the night, can call me. It'll vibrate here, and he can leave a little text message, and then when I get off the stage, I can check it, and I can see what my friend's up to. You know, we didn't have that 20 years ago. Geez, I don't think we had that 10 years ago. So you see, everything is changing around us, and it's going to continue to change. The fact of the matter is that if you're in this room today, you're part of that change. You see, change is inevitable. But when you join us and you start undergoing that change, you grow. Change is inevitable. Growth is by choice.
Gene and I teamed up quite a few years ago now, and we've become very good friends. Gene is a great speaker. He's also a great trainer. If you're looking at improving the productivity of yourself or your company, sit down and talk to him, because I'm going to tell you, he's a guy that knows how to make it happen.
Just accepting what comes along in your life. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. Now, those of you who have seen me before know that I've come to the conclusion that we have three kind of people in this world, and they're all in this room right now. They're in this country. They're all over the world. The diamonds have become one kind of people. The golds, maybe another. The rest of you, maybe the third people. There are those who make things happen. There are those who watch things happen. And then there are those who sit around and say, what the heck happened? Now, I'm wondering who you are today. You know, the diamonds are people who make things happen because, you know what, they didn't aim at nothing and achieve it. They aimed at diamond. They had the little pin. They picked a diamond date. They set a goal. They set a goal. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. So let's make diamond happen in your life by January 2006. You're going to have to know a little bit about yourself. You're going to have to know a little bit about IGI. This is the instruction manual. Everybody's talked about their dreams. I'm going to teach you how to achieve them, and it's not going to take long. Now, IGI is a vehicle to get you what you want. And to get you what you really need, you're going to need goals, like I said. And to understand goal achieving, you're going to have to understand yourself. So we're going to do a little bit of psychiatry work on you this morning. You're not going to have to lay down on the couch, but you're going to discover a few things about yourself here in the next couple of minutes. Be in the present. Remember what we said about those nasty little paradigms in the subconscious? It can only accept what you give it? Well, let's tell what we can only accept that it's already done, and then does it not have to accept it as fait accompli? Done? It's in the bank, we already have it there, so we keep telling ourselves that it's done. And in your package that you got when you registered, you got the handy little Gene Valaitis gold card that I carry around in my wallet and I have for ages. And what you have to do is you have to set a goal for when you want to make your goal come true. Because where you are, where you want to be, where you want to be. So pick a date. You may not hit it on that date, but you don't throw seeds out of a window and look at the window the next day and go, no flowers, this stuff doesn't work. So pick a date. Let it scare you, let it excite you, and write it down. Say, well, I don't know, say it's December of 2006. And I'm so happy and grateful now that I have achieved the President's Council position. And your subconscious mind that can only accept, that's the one that, you know, made all the stuff with the F's go wrong. It can only accept that, and it has to say, okay, I accept that. It's not going to say, no, you can't do that. It's accepting. It's not going to be the voice of one in the shower that goes, not possible, you're a loser. It's got to accept that. I easily attract leaders into my business with ease, and I'm earning, you fill in the blank a month. Totally accepted. It's right there. It's universal.
Have you ever heard that old expression, being at the right place at the right time? You know, most people have been at the right place and the right time dozens of times in their lives, but they didn't recognize it. They failed to take action and lost out on something big. How about you? If you were at the right place at the right time, would you recognize it? In the next few minutes, we're going to lay out the facts that will allow you to recognize the right place and the right time. But unlike the dozens of times in the past where you might have missed it, this time we'll show you how to take action with a team of professionals and a plan just for you.
Gene Valaitis knows how to make things happen. And better still, he knows how to show other people how to make things happen.
What's the first thing you would do? Now think about this very carefully. What's the first thing you would do if you were living a life of abundance, debt-free, every day, 24 hours a day, 365 days of the year? What's the first thing you would do? If you sponsor a child, would you stop doing that? Would you build a hospital instead? Would you make sure there were absolutely no hungry children going to bed in your state? Would you give the elderly the care they really, really deserve? What would you do with this newfound abundance? I'm going to tell you something that's very sad. The sad fact of the matter is most people don't know what they would do because they've stopped dreaming really, really big and bold, beautiful dreams. You know, I've asked this question for years and years and years, and when I do ask it and I have somebody walk around with a microphone, you know what I get? Well, we go to Disneyland. We might buy a new car. I don't know, Gene. When I ask this question to most people, they don't have an answer. But, most people can tell you exactly when they get up in the morning. Most men can tell you exactly when they shave. Women can tell you when they put their makeup on every morning. The really sad thing is most people can tell you the exact time and the exact channel of their favorite TV program. But when I ask you, how would your life change if your annual income became your monthly income and what you would do with newfound abundance? 7, 24, 365 days of the year. Most people really have no idea what they would do. And we really, really have to think about that. Why do we not have to think about when we shave in the morning? It's automatic, but we have to think about our dreams? Doesn't make any sense. So over the next 2 days, as you learn here and as you talk to people from across the United States and Mexico, I want you to consider something really, really big. It's you. It's you.
Remember, there's only 3% of the population that really win. He's not only in that 3%, he'll take you to that 3%. This is Bob Proctor. Thank you.